Hi there everyone, so in this next video I'm going to teach you how to store integers in a variable. So in my last video I taught you guys how to use strings in a variable, so that was kind of letters, general characters, that kind of rubbish. But the problem is you won't be able to use numbers. I mean you can, but when it comes to doing things like multiplications and additions and all that kind of rubbish, you need to have integers which can do that, okay? And in Python it's pretty much done the same way as how we did our last types of variables. We just change it a little bit. We just add a little bit in there. So let's get started, okay? In this case, start with I'm going to have to name my variable like I did before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a simple adding program which just adds two numbers together. So that means I'm going to need two variables. So I'm going to call this one value1, which is a very suitable kind of name here, and I'm going to do equals input just like I did before, and I'm going to obviously ask a question which is please enter your first number. Okay, now to save time for my second number I'm literally going to just copy that and just whack it right underneath there, and I'm going to change that to value 2, and I'm going to call this my second number. Capital letters, stupid capitals. Okay, so what I've got there is it's asking me please enter your first number and please enter your second number. That's all well and good, but the only problem is we're still setting it as a string. We're still expecting it to store kind of text and letters and that kind of rubbish. So what we need to do instead is just before our input I need to add int, and what that means is basically turn it into a number, turn it into an integer. Now, as we've created this brand new bracket, we need to also do the same at the other end. Okay, so int input, just like that. Okay, and same here. So I'm going to put int here, open my brackets, and then close them at the end. So that's all well and good. Now, when I type in my number, e.g. 5 or 7 or 21 or whatever I decide to use, it will now be Python will see it as a physical number, not as just a bit of text. So now all I need to do is ask it a question. So I want these two numbers I'm going to type in to be added together. So I'm going to type the word print, as we always do. Okay, print, and I'm going to print value1 plus value 2. Now, if I didn't have these as integers up here, what would happen is it would just display the two numbers back to back. It wouldn't add them together. It would just put them together with the plus. It would concatenate them, and it would just, yeah, it would basically just say, I don't know, 5 and 4, 54 rather than 9. Okay, that's all it would do. So now if I run this bad boy, save. Please enter your first number. Oh, that's a good choice. I'm going to use 5. Please enter my second number. 5. Now if I run that, and it obviously adds them together, and it gives me the number 10. You can change this symbol to be whatever you want, okay? You can have the different ones. You can have plus is addition. Spelled right, yeah. Minus is obviously... Oh, I need my hashtag. It's not going well for me. Minus equals subtraction. You've got your kind of little asterisk star thing, which is your multiplication. I hope I'm spelling these right. And finally, the slash, which is divide. I'm not going to put division. Okay, so I can basically change this here to, I don't know, multiply, for example. Then if I run that program, and it will say, please enter your first number. So 5 and 5 again, this time will give me 25, which it does there. And that all worked really, really well. And that's how we can kind of add, subtract, multiply, and divide using this integer variable right here. And that's how we do that, basically.